Well, welcome G36TN pilots. Your pilot Jeff Smith here today. Dr. Smith is, we're taking our family to KISM, Florida for Christmas. We're leaving here on the 18th of December. We're here in Rogers right now, which is our home airport. It's a very nice airport. KROG, if you ever get a chance to visit it, I certainly would. They take care of their pilots there. Cold, crisp morning. Got a little snow on the ground, but we're headed to the sunny Florida area. So, interesting flight. We're taking off from Rogers. We're going to go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama to refuel. So you'll see that stop off in Tuscaloosa here soon. And then once we refuel in Tuscaloosa, we're going to head off to Kissimmee, Florida, KISM, near the Orlando area. And wonderful flight. It was a beautiful day, severe clear most of the way, all the way there. Just gorgeous. So come along for the ride. hope you've enjoyed the video so far. We've taken off out of Rogers and we're just getting up to cruise now. And we're headed to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, so sit back, enjoy the video. Well, you can see we've landed in Tuscaloosa. We refueled and we're taxiing out now. Gonna head straight to Kissimmee. This flight was about 2 hours long from Tuscaloosa to Kissimmee for us. We went at, I think, 11,500 feet. Absolutely beautiful flight. Had a great tailwind push, and we enjoyed smooth, clean air, no bumps. Fantastic flight, and certainly enjoy the severe clear weather that we saw. So keep watching the video as we travel to Florida. Well, you can see we've entered the pattern in Kissimmee, Florida here. We're coming in on the left, I think it's a left downwind actually. Beautiful. We actually got to fly right over Walt Disney World, which we were lucky enough to visit the very next day. Had a great time there with our family, and of course they had COVID protections for everybody, and everybody wore a mask, so we felt very safe about it. So here we are turning towards the airport. You can actually see some of the big lakes around the Kissimmee and the Orlando area. A lot of big lakes, a lot of water around there for being in the center of Florida, which is kind of nice. Flew in here and had a great airport and a great FBO that we worked with. They actually had our car waiting for us, and it was certainly a great trip. We sure enjoyed it. So keep watching. Well, an interesting thing happened. We were coming back from Florida. I believe it was the 23rd, Wednesday the 23rd, so 24th would be Christmas Eve. Wednesday the 23rd, and we took off out of Kissimmee and flew to Tuscaloosa to do our refuel, but we ran into a problem when we got to Tuscaloosa. The winds in Rogers and KROG were 30 plus knots, direct crosswind for runway 02 or 20. They were 30 plus knots at 290. Now, later in that afternoon, the winds were going to die down a little bit, but the problem was for us, we couldn't get up high enough to get over some of the icing that was going on without having a problem getting back down through those same icing clouds into Rogers. So I called and spoke to a good friend of mine, J.D. Williams of Fast Mover Aviation. He's my friend that helps me out anytime there's a question. He's also my CFI trainer. We talked it through, and I finally came to the realization that we're going to have to spend the night in Tuscaloosa because we didn't have any outs. In other words, if you get up in the air, you get up over those icing clouds, you got to darn well make sure you got a window to get back through to get under them at your destination. And so we were fighting two variables, heavy winds and icing that day. So we spent the day in Tuscaloosa, and the video you're watching at this point is our back taxi to take off out of Tuscaloosa the next day, on the 24th on Christmas Eve. We had to wait until about 2:30 in the afternoon because our window to land in Rogers was around 5:30 for the winds to die down enough. The winds were so terribly strong. So we're taking off here in Tuscaloosa with the winds at 290. We're on runway 30, but they were 24, gusting 29. But they were right down the runway, so we got off the runway pretty quick here, and you'll see the nose will shimmy left and right a little bit as we hit a little bit of the turbulence coming off the runway. But we got off, and it took us, I believe, from Rogers to Tuscaloosa a few days before. It was a 2-hour and 10-minute flight. It took us 3 hours and 14 minutes to fly back because we had headwinds of 30 to 40 knots the whole way. We did run into some icing along the way a little bit, but we weaved in and out of the cloud, or underneath those clouds and underneath the showers, and tried to stay under them, and didn't have any problem. But in a minute you'll see the video as we land in Rogers on a beautiful night, and the winds had finally calmed down to about 10 knots of crosswind when we land. So we were blessed and lucky, and had a great trip and a great day, and certainly enjoyed ourselves. So please watch the rest of the video.
you.